Very good evening, guys. It's me Jayates, and I work as assistant professor in Anjuman Institute of Technology and Management. And today, I just want to talk about the importance of life and knowledge. What best we can do, and how best we can make the resource available, so that we can contribute much to the society at large. Success is all about 99% perspiration and just 1% inspiration. If I would talk about the success stories of people who have achieved something big in their life, like Bill Gates, Carlos Slim Helu, or APJ Abdul Kalam, then somebody else who have achieved something big in their life, it's not all that they have become great of all times just in overnight. So they have achieved something big, maybe because of the determination, consistency, never say die spirit. They have given it all. They too had problems, they had personal problems, they had their professional problems as well, but still they made sure that they came through their hard times and achieved something big to contribute to the society at large, and that's the reason they are standing tall. If you are talking about keeping hopes in life, it's very very important, and I personally believe that our hopes in our life should always be like our hairs and nails. No matter how many times they get cut, they should never stop growing. And success doesn't come overnight. We need to put a lot of hard work. We need to have a predefined goal. We need to have a proper objective in our mind. We need to come up with a strategy. We need to have a proper vision and mission, and we need to work accordingly so that we can necessarily confine to our goals, access ourselves, know where we stand, what best we can do, and how best we can make the resources available to the best of our knowledge and ability. And I believe that there are some success stories which can help you out in this regard. First, I would like to talk about Lucille Ball. She was dismissed from a drama school with a note that said that she's too shy to put her right leg forward. Yes, Lucille Ball was she was a girl from US, and she was dismissed from the drama school because she was very much shy to dance, and she took it very personally. She went home, she danced, and she became the very famous personality, and today her name figures in Hall of Fame in Hollywood. Turned down from the tech recording company, who said that we don't like your sound and your guitar music is on way out. I'm talking about Beatles. Four young youths from Manchester United, UK. They came together. They came up with a brand and a guitar brand music. They wanted to become famous. They wanted to be recorded by one company called as Decca, and the Decca company necessarily said that we are not going to record it, and your guitar music is on the way out. They came. They took it as a challenge. They achieved something big, and they defied all the odds to become all-time greats. At one time, they even gave a lot of competition to Aerosmith and Led Zeppelin and other rock bands at the time. A failed soldier, farmer, real estate agent. At the age of 38 years, he went to work for his father's farm as Andy Man. I'm talking about Ulysses Grant, who went on to become the 30th president of the United States of America. He was a failed soldier, he was a farmer, he was a real estate agent. He tried in each and every situation in his life, and at the age of 38 he went to his father's farm to work as handyman. From there he contested the elections of United States of America, and he also became the president, just because of the hard work, skill, and because of the determination and confidence what he possessed. He was able to do that after trying his luck in almost all sectors. Turned on from the Jack, and next I would talk about Michael Jordan. Cut from the basketball high school team, he went home, locked himself in his room and cried. So he was not even allowed to play in basketball team in his high school, so he was very much saddened by that particular situation. So he went home, he locked himself in his room, and even cried for 2 days. You know what Michael Jordan is all about. He was at one time, somewhere in 2005 and 6, and near to 2006, I would feel like he was one of the highest paid sports persons of all time, along with Tiger Woods. And that's how he is. I mean, he took it as a challenge and made sure that he necessarily dreamt what he necessarily had to be dreamed of. His teacher said that he was too stupid to learn anything, and he should virtually go into a field which very much succeed by virtue of his pleasant personality. It's very very important that we love what we do, and that's what Thomas Alva Edison did. His teacher said that he was very stupid. He can't sit in the class. He has a lot of ideas, so let him go outside and do something where he can showcase his talent, and he can come up with something very much imaginative. That's the reason he along with Michael Faraday, invented electricity, and we know the importance of electricity now into day-to-day life, to what extent we are using it, and why it is very much important. he did a lot of stupid things to invent something. I mean, he did a lot of experiments, but he said like every time he was failed in one or the other experiment, he learned something very much new, which transformed his life, and he invented something which is in use even today. Fired from a newspaper agency because he lacked imagination and had no original ideas. I'm talking about Walt Disney. We know what Walt Disney is all about, and we know where Disney stands today in the world of animation. I'm very much obsessed with animation movies. I love a lot. Most of the times, I'm just watching animation movies time and again to improve my communication at times, to go into a different world, to enjoy that characters which are a part of animations, and that's how Walt Disney is all about. He was fired from a newspaper agency who said that you have no original ideas, you're copying it from some other newspapers and just trying to give us some news. And he took it as a challenge. Today, if you're trying to talk about characters like Winnie the Pooh, Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, Launchpad, and a lot other characters which are again part and parcel of our lives in one or the other way. If you go to Disneyland, somewhere in Paris, somewhere in Hollywood, or even Japan, even Singapore for that matter, we feel like we're in a different world altogether. So that's what Walt Disney was all about. His fiancée died, he failed in business twice, he had a nervous breakdown, and he was defeated in 8 elections. Yes, I'm talking about Abraham Lincoln, the man who has achieved something very big in life. So he lost his wife, he had a nervous breakdown, he was defeated in 8 elections, he he was even defeated in business, but still he went on to become the very powerful president of the United States of America. Why? Because success is all about trying to give yourself commitment, 100% success, and that's how you necessarily dream your life. And if you are never failed, you would have never lived. I feel like if you are never failed, you would have never lived. So failure is nothing but a stepping stone of success. And I think that we need to all have that particular consistency and commitment and the belief system. It can make anybody to do anything. Belief system, keep the belief system intact, move forward, and I feel like I have expressed myself, and if my thoughts and ideas will transform your lives at least to a certain extent in succeeding in your life and moving towards your goal, then I'll be the most happiest man in this world. And I'm very happy that everybody who's watching this video will be I mean getting some sort of information or knowledge what I'm trying to share, my little knowledge and experience. And I wish you all the very best for your upcoming vital endeavors. God bless you, and all the best ahead of you.